What if we sleep for the next 1,000 years? What would happen to the world? Imagine closing your eyes tonight, falling into a deep sleep, and not waking up for 1,000 years. To you, it would feel like just a moment passed. But when you finally opened your eyes, the world would be unrecognizable. The first shock would be the sheer scale of change. 1,000 years is longer than modern history as we know it. Think about it. 1,000 years ago, the world had no electricity, no airplanes, no internet. Now imagine how much could happen in another millennium. Technology would be the most striking transformation. Artificial intelligence, robotics, and biotechnology might advance so far that today's science fiction becomes reality. You might wake to find cities filled with autonomous machines, intelligent buildings, and perhaps even humans enhanced with cybernetic implants. The human body itself could be different. Genetic engineering might have eliminated diseases, extended lifespans, or even allowed people to merge with machines. You could find yourself surrounded by humans who look and function very differently from what you remember. Languages might have changed beyond recognition. Just as Old English is almost unreadable to us today, the language spoken in 3025 could sound completely alien. Communication may not even rely on spoken words anymore, perhaps. People will communicate through thought, to-thought technology. The cities themselves might defy your imagination. Skyscrapers could reach into the clouds. Floating platforms might hover in the sky. And underground or underwater metropolises could house billions of people. Humans may no longer be limited to Earth at all. Space exploration would likely be humanity's great frontier. In 1,000 years, humans might have colonized the Moon, Mars, or even exoplanets light years away. You might wake to find that humanity is now a multiplanetary species, with starships traveling between worlds. But with such advancements also comes uncertainty. Will humanity even survive 1,000 years? Climate change, resource depletion, or global conflicts could reshape civilization or even end it. The Earth you wake up to might be thriving, or it could be a wasteland. If humanity succeeds, energy will no longer come from fossil fuels. Future civilizations could harness fusion power, Dyson spheres, or other unimaginable energy sources. Cities might glow endlessly, fueled by the sun itself or the power of stars. On the other hand, nature might reclaim much of the world. If humanity declines or disappears, forests could grow over cities, animals could dominate once urban landscapes, and the ruins of our time would become the ancient relics of history. The social order would likely be unrecognizable. Concepts like nations, borders, and governments might vanish. Instead, humanity could unify into a single global or even interplanetary society, or splinter into countless factions across the stars. Waking up would also mean facing cultural shock. Traditions, religions, and values might evolve or disappear entirely. The things you believe important today could seem irrelevant or outdated in 1,000 years. Art and entertainment would transform as well. Music, movies, and games might take place in fully immersive virtual realities. People could step directly into stories, living experiences rather than just watching them. But imagine the personal loneliness of such a leap. Everyone you know, your family, your friends, your culture, would be long gone. You would be a stranger in a world where you have no roots. At the same time, you would be a living time traveler. Future historians might study you as a direct witness of the past, a relic who bridges two vastly different eras. Your very existence would be extraordinary. Economically, the world might operate on systems we cannot even imagine. Money could be digital, or even obsolete if resources become abundant. Trade might involve energy, information, or genetic material instead of coins and paper. The environment could either flourish or decline. Advanced technology might restore Earth's ecosystems, cleaning oceans, replanting forests, and reversing damage. Or unchecked exploitation might leave Earth scarred, forcing humanity to look to other planets for survival. Human relationships would likely evolve too. Marriage, family, and love could look completely different in a future shaped by technology, longevity, and interplanetary life. Medicine might allow humans to live for centuries or even indefinitely. For you, waking after 1,000 years might feel strange, but for the people of that era, extended lifespans might be normal. Global population could be vastly different. Their Earth might host tens of billions of people thanks to advanced resource management. Or humans might spread so widely into space that Earth feels empty by comparison. Education would also be unimaginable. Knowledge could be uploaded directly into the brain. Instead of studying for years, people might learn an entire field in seconds through advanced neural interfaces. And what of artificial intelligence? Machines may surpass human intelligence and become partners, rulers, or even beings with their own societies. You might wake into a world where humans and AI live side by side, or one where AI dominates. As you stand in this future world, looking around at skies filled with starships or forests overtaking forgotten cities, one thing would be certain. The Earth of 3025 would be both familiar and alien. Sleeping for 1,000 years would be like jumping into another dimension. You would awaken not just in a different time, but in a different world, one shaped by choices humanity made long after you closed your eyes. And perhaps the most haunting question is this: would you even want to stay? Or would the shock of such a future be too much to bear, leaving you longing for the world you once knew?